Now, with the V10 R League, we have picks and bans. A team gets to pick which track they would like to race on. They also get to ban one. And in today's picks, with Yasheet taking on Williams Esports, any sort of predictions? Maybe we didn't see Magello earlier on today. Will that happen? No, still not happening. Not going to Magello. So there you have it on the screen. We're finding out at the same time that you do, guys, with the track vetoes. They've banned Spa. We're heading to Silverstone, so it's a repeat of the earlier on race. Yasheet, what do you make of that, Steph?
I like that. Silverstone is a fantastic circuit. Obviously, we've just seen the race earlier on. Hopefully, the two teams will be a little bit closer together, as Hayden picked up on. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see that close race in between the two teams, but I think this one's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, and Williams giving us something new for our second race today, Monza. What do we make of Monza, Hayden?
Very good track, Monza. There's going to be some great opportunities to overtake. So a lot of straights, a lot of fast-flowing sections, but also a lot of big braking zones as well. So the potential to see drivers maybe sending up the inside or getting it wrong, as we've seen so many times already today, and taking the other person out. So as the lights are on, the engines are roaring, and we are going racing once again. And Baldwin up against Michael Romanidis. Will he get the job done? He does. Great start off the line, up the inside. It's just basically exactly the same as the first relay that we have had. And Baldwin once again into the lead of this sprint. Now, this is where the tactics come into it. He knows he's in front. He can potentially take the Joker lap, get that quali lap in, and come out ahead of the Williams Esports team. Or, Steph, do they change up? I know you want to see the change, but is it going to happen?
I mean, the exact same thing happened last time, so I wonder if we're going to see a carbon copy, a bit of a replica, because James Baldwin, again, far ahead, very secure. He's in his rhythm now, he's on the pace, and he's already pulling away from Michael Romanidis just behind him. I wonder if we'll see, well, towards the end, we're going to see these drivers come into the pits for the final lap, for the final switch around, and they're going to be, and as you can see, you've got Isaac exiting the pitch just there with Daniele Haddad just coming right behind him. So it's quite close from the two of them, but you can see that 6/10 gap between the two of them on lap one has extended to just over 1 second between the two teams here.
And there's only a couple of corners left to go, but the potential maybe to make a mistake. We'll be hoping for Pajic that he does not lose it all right now into Club and Vale. Nice and tidy through here on the power. Don't lose the back end. And it is going to be round one to the Yasheet team. Great job from them. And unfortunately for Williams, they're already on the back foot.
Elbows out, respectfully.
Yeah. Respectfully, that's never happened. But look at that, a 1, 2, 3 in the quali for Yasheet. To be fair, going into this, you guys did say Yasheet were maybe potentially more than likely going to be the strongest, and it looks like that is the case. Not much in it though, although Baldwin did get a 1, 2, 6 there. Hayden, what can you do if you are Williams in this race?
Send it. Just go full on and send it and try and get as many points back as you possibly can, because you've got nothing to lose at this point. You're already on the back foot, so just go for it. And we're going to be heading into the race now as the lights are coming on. The engines will be roaring and we are going to go racing here in Silverstone. It's Yasheet that lead the way, and it looks like a good start. There is one of the Williams cars up the inside of Pajic, but it's not clear. No, he did not get the job done. So Pajic holds position, but he's still wheel to wheel with Daniele Haddad. Maybe a little bit too much wheel to wheel. Steph was saying it earlier, don't come together with your teammate, and Daniele Haddad has taken out Michael Romanidis. Not a good start for the Williams team, but Stefanko is still in that hunt, and luckily for Daniele Haddad, he's not too far off the back, but for an opening lap so far, it is Yasheet 1, 2, and 3 of Cops through Maggots and Beckett's now, and just taking as much of the inside of the track as you can possibly get away with. Really still pushing this car to its absolute limits, even though he's got a 1.5 second lead. But Yasheet, they got it done in the qualifying session, and they held it there on lap one. Unfortunately, a little bit of contact between Daniele Haddad and Pajic at the start of the race. Looked like it got away from Williams. They're going to have to recoup and go again for the next one. But Yasheet take victory, and it is a 1, 2, and 3 with Baldwin leading the way from Gillison, Pajic, Haddad, Stefanko, and Romanidis.
Yas Heat 2-0 up against Williams Esports. Now, interesting fact, last time out for Yas Heat, they took on R8G. They looked like they were going to get the clean sweep at 3-0, and then they went to that team race, and R8G managed to get a draw. So it only finished 3-0 to them. I can't see them taking their foot off the gas on this one. They want to get that 4-0 clean sweep, just like Mercedes did last week. Can you see them taking a back seat, just chilling out a bit?
Oh, no, it's full speed ahead.
OK, good.
Monza is the temple of speed as well. There's no slowing down. So I think they're definitely the ones to beat at the minute. Well, exactly, because we're head-to-head and Williams wants to beat them. But yeah, I think Williams is on the back foot a little bit, but as we see
The light's coming on now, the engine's roaring, and we're going racing. So straight into it, it's Yas Heat versus Williams, and it is Yas Heat who come out on top off the start. James Baldwin, first up in the car, up against Michael Romanidis, who nearly goes into the back of the Yas Heat car as they go in towards turn 1-2 chicane. Very tight chicane, very easy to mess up through there. Both drivers, though, getting it nice and clean, and it is James Baldwin leading the way.
And it looks like Michael Romanidis.
It's back in the car, isn't it?
Back in the
Michael
car.
Romanidis back in the car, maybe do the Joker lap, or he's just pulling over to the side. So definitely something has gone wrong there for the Williams team, as they've actually been overtaken by the Yas Heat car of Isaac Gillison. So they've done their Joker lap, and they are also still ahead by overlap. They've actually lapped the Williams Esports teams. We're waiting confirmation of if we get a restart. I think we're just going to carry on as time goes on at the moment and see what happens there. But for now, Yas Heat are leading. They are a lap ahead of the Williams drivers. Coming into Parabolica, one last corner left to go for the Yas Heat team. And it is going to be Pajic taking home the paycheck as he wins the team relay for Yas Heat, and a race to forget for Williams. Don't know what happened to them, but very unfortunate.
1, 2, 3 for Yas Heat, Steph. They look like, if it's anything like Silverstone, they're in full command here.
Absolutely. So they've clearly got a very dominant aspect to the team on this circuit, and it is unfortunate for the Williams drivers to be at the back there, but who knows, we could see contact and launched up the inside. You never know what's going to happen.
Potentially see contact. I will put money on the fact there's going to be contact.
Yeah,
Hayden, you'll be looking after the temple of speed as we get there right now. A 1, 2, 3. Can you see it being broken as we go to the race?
I can't see it being broken, but this is important for Williams to claw back points and not go out of this series with 0 points. Here we go, lights on, engines roaring, and we go racing once again at the Temple of Speed. It's a Yas Heat still 1, 2, 3. Williams not getting the greatest of starts here, going down in towards turn 1. Will they go for it on the inside? Nearly contact. We haven't had contact at turn 1 or 2. Oh my God, this is a first for us here today. Great stuff from the drivers to keep it clean, but can they do so for the rest of the race? Williams will be trying to chase down the team to beat this series. They've still got to go up against some pretty big dogs later on, and we'll be looking forward to those battles. But for now, it has been a great result for them and for the team up against Williams Esports. But through the last corner now, on the final lap, James Baldwin is going to be taking home the glory and taking home victory here in Italy. It's the race win. It's a 1, 2, 3 for Yas Heat, and unfortunately there for Williams, they've been done 4-0.
Of course, it is provisional until the adjudication and everything goes through. But as you can see there, it was very clear and defined there. Baldwin, Gillison and Pajic, your 1, 2, 3. Haddad, Romanidis and Stefanko making up the rest of that 6. So a 20-6 victory gave them the point, and a 4-0. It looks worse when you see it in a graphic form, that 4-0. But Yas Heat interviewing James Baldwin at the end of last week, Hayden, your bestie, if you didn't know, bestie. And I was right, my maths is on point, and it's just as epic as Steph. 7 points at the moment for Yas Heat. Suzuki, Team Jasa with 3 points. We will have BMW hoping to get back for their second race next week